Friends, yesterday we started a new topic called noun participle. That is, you have a form of a verb which requires a noun to complete the sense. Previously we saw the verbal participle where another form of a verb required a verb to complete the sentence. That is the difference between the verbal participle and the noun participle. Another difference is we are adding a to the verbal form to make it a noun participle. Yesterday we saw the verb shy. Shy takes with the past tense. We drop the person marker and it remains shy. We added u and made it shaydu. Shaydu is verbal participle as it requires another verb. Shaydu mudite, Shaydu mudipen, Shaydu mudikire. Instead of mu, I add a and this becomes Shayda. Shayda, the work, Shayda velai, Shayda velai, the work that was done. Velai is a noun and this form of verb, Shayda, requires this noun to complete the sense. So naturally this is noun participle, a form of a verb which requires a noun. I want you to remember once again what we did in the present tense. We had a set of verbs and we did see so many sets. Each one had a characteristic of its own. And then when we studied past tense, we did look into the present tense and then formed a pattern. The present tense we saw, there were a set of verbs which did undergo a change in the conjugation. And that was carried in the past tense. For instance, padi, to read, to learn. It got the consonant of this kiru doubled. It became So also in the past tense, it took it and it got doubled. Padite. We arrived at a conclusion that whichever verbs undergoes a change in the present tense will automatically undergo a change in the past tense. So also in the future tense. And we take this form and made it a verbal participle instead of this who. I add a and make it a noun participle. So this is Paditha Puttagam. Non Paditha Puttagam. The book I had read. Non Paditha Puttagam. Nee Paditha Puttagam. அவர்கள் படித்த புத்தகம். Whatever be the subject, whatever be the person of the subject, the structure does not change. So this remains the noun participle. Edu, to take. This will become Edutha. நான் எடுத்த பாடம். பாடம், you remember? A lesson. A lesson which I took. நான் எடுத்த பாடம். So, we have seen, for example, two verbs which got the consonant doubled. While undergoing a change, we did have another set of verbs which did undergo a change, but with a difference. That is, they took it in the past tense, they had to undergo a change. Instead of doubling, they got introduced the nasal sound of it. Elu, to wake up or to get up. Elunda. Vilunda, vilu, to fall down. மலையிலிருந்து விழுந்த கல். மலையிலிருந்து விழுந்த கல். You must try to understand it without my explaining it, because all the words are known to you now. You know kal, a stone. Malai, you know, a mountain. This is seventh case, locative case. மலையிலிருந்து, from the mountain. விழுந்த கல். விழு, to fall down. The stone that fell down from the mountain. Here you find, while taking the past tense marker, this verb gets a change, gets a nasal letter introduced. Is another set. We go to third set. Which takes up it. Can you recognize this? This is from Nadu, to plant. It takes it, it gets doubled. Nattamaram. Nadu, to plant. It takes it in the past tense. This gets doubled before accepting it, and then it becomes natta. அவள் நட்ட பூச்செடி. Flower plant. Poo, you know. Chedi is plant. A flower plant. Natta, planted. The flower plant planted by her. அவள் நட்ட பூச்செடி. Shudu, to burn or to bake. This also undergoes a change. This becomes shutta, like natta. Amma shukta doshai. Doshai is uneatable, as you know. Amma shukta doshai, this you will find in the primary lessons. The eatable that was baked by the mother, Amma. Amma shukta doshai. This is a verb which is important for us to learn, for it carries many meanings. So lie down. To dry out. A tree in course of time gets itself dried out. It has no more chlorophyll in it left. It becomes dry and brown in color. So this also undergoes the change like this. Patta maram. The tree that has dried out. Patta maram. While taking up this tense marker, some verbs accepted it as it is. Un, to eat. It takes it and then accepts a unda. Anil unda param. Anil unda param. Param, fruit. Anil, a squirrel. Unda, having eaten. Anil unda param, the fruit that was eaten by the squirrel. Now you can say, can a squirrel consume the whole fruit as such? Now we change it. Kadi, to bite. Its noun participle will be kaditha. Anil kaditha param. Anil kaditha param. Anil unda param. Now we have seen two verbs with a different combinations. This gets doubled and this accepts it without any change. To remember this verb, we learnt it very long back. Con, to see. It accepts it, the past tense. What happens? Do you remember? These two verbs, va and ta. First of all, they get shortened and then accept the tense markers. So also this con becomes kanda. Having seen. நான் கண்ட காட்சி. A scene. நான் கண்ட காட்சி. A scene which I have seen. I want you to find out what will be the form of the verbal participle of this verb con. That is an easy method. Now I am getting it back to the original verbal participle lesson. Here we added a, and for verbal participle it will be u. So the form would be kandu. Hanuman, you know the mythological character Hanuman, and that is written as Hanuman in Tamil. Hanuman kandu vandan. Let us frame a big sentence. Hanuman சீதையை கண்டு வந்தான். அனுமன் இலங்கையில் சீதையை கண்டு வந்தான். Here is a complete sentence. Subject, verb, verbal participle, object, and the location, because it carries the locative case marker. Ilangai is the name of the Tamil name of Siloam. Hanuman இலங்கையில் சீதையை கண்டு வந்தான். Hanuman came back having seen Sita in Siloam. Here is another set where you have verbs ending with up, a consonantal vowel. What did we do? We took up the tense marker in and removed the last letter and made it எழுதி. This is verbal participle. Now we have to make it into noun participle. What is the principle behind making it a noun participle? You add a. Already you have one e here. You add a. It ends with a vowel. This is a vowel. There is a semi-vowel introduced. The result is verbs ending with "u" take "e" at the end for verbal participle. When "a" is added for making it into noun participle, they get a semi-vowel and they become "evidia", "tungia", etc. So, for verbal participle, the last letter would be "a" and the other forms are retained. That is the tense marker and the root. We shall continue it in the next class.